With these can-do videos, you'll learn real-life situations where you have to introduce yourself, talk about your family, or open a bank account. So, by the end, you can do them yourself, in the target language. This video is a small portion of our can-do course. To get the full course, including translations, grammar tools, and assessment tests, click the link in the description.
Welcome to Can Do French by FrenchPod101.com.
Bonjour à tous, je suis Léa Mercier. Hi everyone, I'm Léa Mercier. In this lesson, you'll learn how to use essential social expressions, such as thank you.
This is Ben Lee, and he's on the train. A fellow passenger drops his wallet as he exits the train. Ben picks up the wallet and chases after the man. He calls to the man by saying, "Excuse me."
Excusez-moi.
Listen to the following 3 short dialogues between Ben and the man. Ready?
Excusez-moi. Oui,
Ben hands the wallet to the man.
merci beaucoup. De rien.
Ben turns to board the train, but the door's shut.
Je suis désolé. Ce n'est rien.
Once more with the English translation.
Excusez-moi.
Excuse me?
Oui,
Yes? Ben hands the man the wallet.
merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much.
De rien.
You're welcome. Ben turns to board the train, but the door's shut.
Je suis désolé.
I'm sorry.
Ce n'est rien.
It's all right.
Wondering how you can master these conversations even faster? Here's how. 1. Read along. You get the lesson conversation and translations inside our dialogue tool, so that you see each word as you hear it and understand it all. 2. Practice speaking by shadowing what you hear. You can also record and compare yourself with native speakers with our voice recording tool. And 3. Take our assessment tests and see how much you remember. These tools are part of our Can Do course. Just click the link in the description to get them.
Let's take a closer look at these 3 conversations.
First, do you remember how Ben Lee says, "Excuse me"?
Excusez-moi.
In this context,
Excusez-moi,
is used to get someone's attention and translates as, "Excuse me."
excusez-moi,
First is,
excusez,
meaning excuse.
excusez, excusez. Excusez,
Is from the verb,
excusez,
meaning to excuse.
excusez.
Next is,
Moi,
me.
moi, moi.
Together it's,
Excusez-moi,
"Excuse me."
Excusez-moi.
This is a formal expression. Ben uses it because he's speaking with someone he doesn't know. Note, this expression can also be used as a mild apology. But here, Ben uses it to get the attention of the person he's chasing after. Do you remember how the passenger acknowledges Ben by saying, "Yes"?
Oui,
oui,
Yes?
oui.
oui,
The second part of the conversation takes place after Ben returns the passenger's wallet. Do you remember how the passenger politely says, "Thank you very much"?
Merci beaucoup.
First is
Merci.
thank you.
Merci. Merci.
Next is
Beaucoup.
a lot, so much.
Beaucoup. Beaucoup.
Altogether,
Merci beaucoup.
thank you very much.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup.
Adds more emphasis when you want to show appreciation. When you simply want to say thank you
Merci.
is enough. Do you remember how Ben says, "You're welcome"?
De rien.
First is
De.
meaning of.
De. De.
Next is
Rien.
nothing.
Rien. Rien.
Together
De rien.
means something like of nothing, but translates as "you're welcome."
De rien.
After the train doors shut and Ben misses his train, do you remember how the passenger apologizes to Ben by saying, "I'm sorry"?
Je suis désolé.
First is
Je.
I.
Je.
Next is
Suis.
am, as in I am.
Suis. Suis.
Is from the verb
Être.
meaning to be.
Être.
Together,
Je suis.
I'm.
Je suis.
Last is
Désolé.
sorry.
Désolé. Désolé.
Altogether,
Je suis désolé.
I'm sorry.
Je suis désolé.
Do you remember how Ben replies, "It's all right"?
Ce n'est rien.
This starts with
Ce.
this.
Ce. Ce.
Next is,
N'est.
which means is not.
N'est. N'est. Ne.
Not.
Ne. Est.
Is.
Est. Ne.
Is contracted with
Est.
to form.
N'est.
Last is
Rien.
nothing.
Rien. Rien.
Note,
Rien.
is a negative pronoun and must be paired with
Ne.
altogether
Ce n'est rien.
means something like this is nothing, but it translates as it's all right.
Ce n'est rien.
This is a common phrase used to express that things are all right. In more casual situations, you can remove the contracted form of
Ne. Ce n'est rien.
becomes.
C'est rien.
Note,
Ce
is contracted with
est.
to form
C'est.
for easier pronunciation.
C'est rien. C'est rien.
You can use this expression with friends or family. In the conversation, you learned
De rien.
as "you're welcome" in response to
Merci.
"thank you"
Je vous en prie.
is another way to say "you're welcome."
Je vous en prie.
Note, this phrase is more formal than
De rien. Je vous en prie can be used like the English you're welcome in response to merci. It means something like I beg of you to do something, but translate as you're welcome. Je vous en prie. In informal situations, you can say je t'en prie. Here, te replaces the more formal vous, and te is contracted with en to form t'en. Je t'en prie. In the conversation, you learned je suis désolé. I'm sorry. In the case of mild apologies, such as accidentally bumping into someone, the phrases excusez-moi and pardon, pardon, are commonly used. Let's look at the expressions once more. Listen and repeat or speak along. Pay attention to the body language. Excusez-moi. Excusez-moi. Oui. Oui. Merci. Merci. Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. De rien. De rien. Je suis désolé. Je suis désolé. Ce n'est rien. Ce n'est rien.
Wondering how you can master these conversations even faster? Here's how. 1. Read along. You get the lesson conversation and translations inside our dialogue tool, so that you see each word as you hear it and understand it all. 2. Practice speaking by shadowing what you hear. You can also record and compare yourself with native speakers with our voice recording tool. And 3. Take our assessment tests and see how much you remember. These tools are part of our Can Do course. Just click the link in the description to get them.
Let's review. Respond to the prompts by speaking aloud. Then repeat after me, focusing on pronunciation. Ready? Do you remember how Bentley says, "Excuse me"?
Excusez-moi.
Excusez-moi. And how the passenger says, "Yes"?
Oui.
Oui. Do you remember how to say, "Thank you"? Merci. Merci. And how to say, "Thank you very much"? Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. Do you remember how to say, "You're welcome"? De rien. De rien. And how the passenger says, "I'm sorry".
Je suis désolé.
Je suis désolé. Do you remember how Ben says, "It's all right"?
Ce n'est rien.
Ce n'est rien.
Let's practice. Imagine you're Karen Lee, and you receive a popular French candy from your French teacher. Say, "Thank you very much." Ready?
Merci beaucoup. De rien.
Listen again and repeat.
Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup.
Let's try another. Imagine you're Mark Lee, and a passenger bumps into you. Respond by saying, "It's all right." Ready?
Je suis désolé.
Ce n'est rien.
Listen again and repeat.
Ce n'est rien. Ce n'est rien.
Let's try one more. Imagine you're Mark Lee, and you see a man drop his wallet. Get his attention. Ready?
Excusez-moi.
Oui?
Listen again and repeat.
Excusez-moi. Excusez-moi.
This is the end of this lesson.
Now, here's what you can do to cement this conversation in your head. Review the conversation with our dialogue tool and lesson transcripts. Study the key words and phrases with our spaced repetition flashcards. Review the key grammar and cultural tips inside the lesson notes. And test yourself with our assessment tests. So click the link in the description right now to sign up for your free lifetime account to access our Can-Do course.
Now, you know how to use essential social expressions in French. That's all there is to it. Keep practicing and move on to the next lesson.